Hey guys, Angela Carboni here, coming at you live at about 3:40 p.m. on Saturday, May 13th. I know tomorrow is Mother's Day, so for those of you who are mothers out there, a early happy Mother's Day for you. What I want to quickly touch on for you guys today is a couple of do nots, okay? Because we're often talking about what we need to do in our business and what actions we need to take and who we need to follow up with and stuff like that. But there's some things you do not want in your business. And what I want to focus on today is the type of people that you do not want in your business, on your team, in your community, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so like I've been around the internet marketing and network marketing and affiliate marketing platform for over 5 years now. I'm not saying I know all the, everything out there. There's lots out there and everything, but there's a few things that I've learned, and I almost ended up learning them. I learned them the hard way because, what I like to do is, hi Chris, what I like to do is, we always talk about a mistake isn't a mistake as long as you learn from it, but wouldn't it be even better if you could learn from somebody else's mistakes? Then you'll never make that mistake. So here's some mistakes that I've made that I want you guys not to make, okay? There are certain people you do not want on your team, all right? They will suck the life out of you. They will drive you crazy doing it, all right? So the people you do not want on your team, all right? Number one, you do not want people who you have to drag through the entire recruiting process, okay? So if this is a person who has, clicked on a link of yours or commented to you and you're in a conversation and you're dragging them through seeing your webinar, or you're dragging them through the process of signing up, or you're dragging them through anything, okay, then you are going to end up having to drag them through the business. These are not people you want on your team. They're just going to drive you nuts, okay? I've done this before, and also, like I said, I've been in this a while, but some people who are brand new to affiliate marketing, they just want their first sale, right? And that's okay. That's exciting. That's what people want, is a sale, right? But have a look at your marketing efforts, even if you're brand new, okay? Because I know you want the sale and you want the money, like you want to start earning money right away. But these people are way worse than the benefit. They're going to bring more negative to you than benefit into your life, okay? So I don't care, if you have a $10 commission that you earn, or a $1,000 commission that you earn, or a $3,000 commission that you earn. If you have to drag these people through their business, it's not going to be worth that $3,000. I promise you it won't be, because you'll just be going nuts. People drive you crazy that way. You don't want people on your team. Now, so let's say that, maybe you have some, with our system, we have some training people go through. We have a simple skill set that we teach you, right? So once you're in, sometimes people will just start driving you nuts with messages, and they're sending you 100 messages a day, when if they would just watch the training, you wouldn't have to answer these questions, right? So these are the people who kind of want you to do it for them, okay? I'm sorry if I haven't said hi to everybody who's jumped on. Chris, Amer, I don't know if that's your name. Antonio, hi Dale. Domingos, hi Violet. So yeah, so and I've done this, guys. I've worked with other systems where there's a, as soon as you get set up, there's a process that you go through, and there's some training that you go through. And when people start messaging you, and they're like, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And you're like, would you just watch the training? Why do you think we spent $200,000 to set up this back office and make all this training for you? Hi, Gina. It's for you to be able to watch it and take action on it on your own, okay? So these people are going to drive you nuts. And, I work with a community of over 9,000 people in my current opportunity, and they will just drive the community nuts. Would also love to know how you do this live thing. Okay, Gina, you just go to Facebook, you go to where you would put a post, it says go live, you click that, you enter a description, and you go live. So that's how you do it, Gina. We'll circle back around to that. So, yeah, so if you have kind of a system where you teach people the skill set and then they need to put it into action, then if they're asking you question after question after question, and you just say to them, look, you need to go through your training. And when you're done going through your training, if you have any questions, then ask me. But if they're in the middle of it and they're going through training, if you have the opportunity then to maybe tell them, you know what, maybe this opportunity isn't for you anymore. Like if you're not even going to watch the training and take some action on this on your own, and you just want me to do it for you, I can't do that, you know, because this is online business, you guys. Like I live in Alberta, Canada. I don't even know where half of you guys live. If you live in Canada, US, UK, Australia, wherever you are, I can't physically be there to set up the infrastructure of your business, because you know what? I had to set up my own infrastructure, and you know, everybody else in our community had to set up their own infrastructure. They had to follow the training and put it into action. That's what online business is about, you guys. You know, you got to take some sort of action. So if at that point where, let's say they've paid their initial fee to get in, you know, if you're like us and it's only $99 to get started, and then you get into your training and this person just starts, you know, driving you nuts, hi Troy, driving you nuts with questions, and you just keep saying to them, look, would you just do the training? And then if you have any other questions, I'll answer them for you at that time. If they still continue to ask you questions and you know they haven't watched the training, this might be the time to remove them from your opportunity before they get in kind of too deep and spend too much time with you. It might be just a way to say goodbye then. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to lose your sales. I'm not trying to cost you money. I'm trying to save you headaches, because these can be huge headaches, you guys. When you have a team of, you know, 100, 500, 1,000 people, and you have even 3 or 4 of these people on your team driving you crazy, and you're spending 80% of your time with these people and 20% of your time with the rest, at some point you're going to have to cut ties. At some point you're going to have to just say, you know what, this arrangement and this relationship is not working out. You and me and this business opportunity are not fitting very well. So I think it's best if you don't continue with us. Maybe you need to find something else. Maybe you need to, you know, find somebody to set up your infrastructure for you. I don't know what it is, but this might be the time to kind of cut ties. Even, you know, even in our system, like it's $99 to get started, and then you hit your training. When I've worked with systems in the past, if you have paid to get in and you start your training, and I know you're not watching your training, and I know you're not taking steps on it, and I know you're just driving me nuts with questions, I will ask you to leave. I will say, I think we should refund your money, and I think you should just go find something else. Because you guys, this is way too much headache. This is really, really too much headache. If you're getting some value out of this, give me some likes, give me some hearts. Let me know I'm doing good work for you, because you guys know I love to give you value. Now and this isn't the last kind of person that you don't want on your team, but these are the few I wanted to focus on today. The last person that you don't want on your team is somebody who, while you're going through the recruiting process, wants you to start flashing checks in their face, or show them your bank account statements, or how much money you have in your bank account. Or, I mean, these are people who are never going to work out well in online marketing and network marketing, because in order to work online, people need to be able to trust you online, okay? But also, you know, let's say it just happened to me today. That's what's inspired me to give you guys this go live. So I had a gentleman today coming through my recruiting process. I answered all his questions for him. Everything was going fine. And then he was like, I want to show me checks that you've received. Now, according to the compliance of the business that I work with, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to go make ads that throw money in the air and shout out checks and show my bank account balance. That's against our compliance. Now, I don't know about everybody else's company out there. Hi, Troy. Hi, Jennifer. I don't know if your companies have different compliance and you're allowed to show people how much, you know, exactly how much money you make. And if you feel comfortable giving your bank balance out to somebody, you guys can go ahead and do that. But the bottom line on this side, for me, it's a compliance issue, number one. And number two, if I have to prove to you that I've made X amount of money, and I don't lie in my advertising, you know, and I hope you don't either. I really hope you don't, because that's a bad idea. And that's something we can maybe, you know, talk about it another day. But if these people want you to flash checks in their faces and, you know, throw money around and all of this kind of stuff, then they are never going to be people that will trust anybody else online. So if I brought this person in today, let's call him John, okay? That's not his name, but let's call him John. So if I had flashed a check to John's face and he got started with us online, nobody's going to trust him online, because he didn't trust anybody online. He didn't trust me. right? He didn't trust me. I had to flash him a check in order to get him into the business. So he didn't trust me at all until I proved it to him. Now, with online marketing and with internet things that go on, unfortunately, there's a lot of bad things out there. There's some scams, there's some bullshit, you know, and I understand when people, you know, are not going to immediately trust somebody right off the bat. And as human beings, we have that in us. It's kind of a spidey sense. You know, the hairs on the back of our neck or whatever we feel when we're even communicating with people on social media. We can get a bad vibe even through the internet, right? We can kind of feel that. I mean, not as well as you would in person, but sometimes, man, I talk to hundreds of people a day and I can tell there's some of them that I get weird questions and I get this and that. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Like, we're not going to mesh. This is not going to happen. I'm going to cut this off at the knees right now. Let me know if I'm giving you guys some value. Give me some likes, give me some hearts. Let me know you're here. If you have any comments or anything you want me to talk about, put them into the questions here and I'll get to them. So yeah, so people that you got to flash money at, you don't want them in your business either, okay? Because not only did they not trust you to get in, right? You had to flash money, you had to show, show checks or whatever, which again, in my company, that's against compliance. In other companies, I don't know. You guys should check your compliance officers on that. But the other thing with people like that is, if you have a business like mine where we do have compliance that says you can't flash checks, I don't know that I would trust that person to be compliant, right? Because I had to flash a check in order for them to get started. So they're going to want to flash a check as soon as they get one in order to get other people started. And that's against compliance in some companies. So you guys really need to understand the compliance that goes along with your company. If you're an affiliate, you have to go under the rules of, the company. Like if you were an Amazon affiliate, Amazon has rules their affiliates have to follow. If you were a GoDaddy affiliate, an Aweber affiliate, a GetResponse affiliate, Lead Pages, every one of these programs has an affiliate program, but there is a set of compliance rules that you have to follow as an affiliate. And if you don't, they can take your business away from you. They can take your affiliate income away, your commissions away from you. So what I just want to say, whatever business you are in, there is compliance information somewhere that you need to read and you need to be aware of, because you don't want, number one, to lose your affiliate, marketing ability with whatever affiliate offer you're using. And number two, you don't want your business to be suddenly taken away from you and you don't know why, right? You guys always want to be compliant with whatever your company is telling you that you're allowed to do. Stay within those rules, all right? Because as an affiliate, you're selling somebody else's product, right? They expect you to maintain a certain code of ethics, a certain code of compliance, a certain way of behaving. So you should at least know it, okay? Like, I mean, as a former correctional officer, it was always funny to us, some people would laugh at this, but it's kind of true. Like, criminals know the law, because if you're going to break the law, you should know the law that you're breaking, right? I mean, it's funny that way. Like, you think, oh, criminals, they don't know anything about the law, that's why they broke it. Actually, they know the law quite well. There's probably not one drug dealer out there who doesn't know the minimum sentence if he were to get caught selling whatever drug he sells. 99% of the drug dealers out there know exactly what the punishment is for their crime, okay? So, hey, Ethan, so again, these are a few people you want to just stay clear of, all right? So people who you have to drag through the recruiting process, step by step, you're dragging them along, you just stop it. Okay. Just say to them, you know what? You don't seem to be taking any action on this. And if you don't take any action, I can't really help you. So I need to go and work with the people who seriously want to change their lives. That's where my time is better spent, because I'm not here to convince you to save your own life. I'm not here to convince you to change your life into your dream lifestyle. I'm here to help you do it once you've made that decision. So that's one way you can get rid of these people who you have to drag through the process. Okay? Just be honest with people. Just say it clear out, You guys, most of you know me, you know that you always know what time of day it is with me, and you might not like it, but I'm always honest with you. So when I find people, and to this day, you guys, I have conversations with people who want me to drag them through the process. And I will just cut that off at the knees and say, you know what, if I have to drag you through going to a webinar that's going to change your life, or taking one step that's going to change your life, you're not going to take the next 5 or 6 steps that you need to in order to be successful. So this is a waste of my time. I'm going to go find people who seriously want to change their lives, and I'm going to go help them, because you're a waste of my time, right? And then essentially they're a waste of your time, right? Like, I mean, you're both wasting each other's time if you have to drag people through the process. So, you know, just don't do it. Just leave them alone. The people who message you millions of times a day. Okay, guys, this is a big pain in the ass, and this is something you don't want to bring into your community. All right. So if through the recruiting process, you can catch this, right? If you see these people are like, you know, constantly messaging you, well, what about this? 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 Just say, you know what? I've given you an explanation. You need to go through the training, or you need to, you know, take some action yourself, because I can't be there to set up your business for you. You know, I'm not over your shoulder saying, did you get this done? Did you get this done? Did you get this done? I can't do that. I can't be there for all the people on my team all over the world, and neither can you. Okay. So these people who drive you crazy with a million questions, you might want to just cut them off at the knees too. All right. Now, flashing checks around. This is something that I've almost never done. I think once I've posted a picture of myself holding a check, and then I think I took it down pretty quickly, because, you know, I was taught by my mentors that, hi, Victor, I was taught by my mentors exactly what I just told you. If I have to flash checks in your face, if I have to show you my bank balance in order to get you to trust me, then this isn't going to work, right? So the people who want you to flash checks in their faces, the people who want to see their bank account, they're always like, prove it, prove it, prove it, you know, then just don't bother. Just say to them, you know what, if this is what I have to do to prove to you that this business is successful, I don't think I want you in my business anyway. You know, and you can even go a step further if you know, like, there's a guy today, this John, we'll call him, right? I might contact my community leaders about this guy and say, we might not want anybody to let this guy in, because, you know, I'm not the only person out there offering the affiliate offer that I work with, right? So I want to save this guy from entering our community at all, right? So if you think it's that serious and you think you should take that next step, go to the leaders in your community, tell them about the person, tell them what has gone on, and maybe let the leadership in your community take it from there, right? But maybe give your leadership that information, because sometimes these people, you know, you just don't even want to let them into your community, because once you let them into the community, then they're not only going to like drive you crazy, they're going to drive other people in the community crazy. So when you're doing your recruiting, and if you're in a community like I am, you know, with 9,000 plus people, think about what bringing that prospect into the community means to the whole community, right? Vin's J.R. fat-free coffee business, really. Okay, I'm not sure what you're trying to say on that one, hon. Anyway, yeah. So when you're bringing people into your business and a community of people, think about what you're bringing into the community. You want to bring in solid, positive, hardworking, dedicated people into your community, right? That's who you want in your business. That's who the people you want in your life. That's who you should be surrounding yourself with. So try not to let these, you know, flash a check, throw money in the air kind of people into your community, because they could end up being kind of like a, you know, like a, I don't even know what the wording is. They, you know, they could end up being like the Anne at the picnic kind of guy in the group, like the person who everybody can't stand anymore. You know what I mean? Like the person who's driving everybody crazy with questions, the person who's driving all the leadership crazy with questions, the person who doesn't trust anybody until they flash a check in their face. Like, these are people you want to avoid. So I hope I gave you some value today. Give me some likes, give me some hearts, let me know you love me. Or sorry, you don't have to let me know you love me. Let me know that you got some value off of this go live, because I like to give you guys value. But in the end, the bottom line is, I don't care what your commission structure is. I don't care how much money you will earn off this sale. These three types of people will get no matter what your commission is, it's not enough to deal with these three types of people in your business for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, however long you're in your business for. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're in a business where you like make a $10 commission, these people are absolutely not good people to bring into your business, because you will not believe the headaches people will cause you, and you've made a lousy $10 off of them. And like I said, if you make 3,000, if you make 5,000 off of these people by coming into your opportunity, in the long run, they're still going to cause you more headaches than they were worth. Just trust me on this one, okay, guys? Because I've been down the road with all three of these people, these three types of people, and it's gone bad, okay? It is. If I would have cut it off at the knees at the beginning, it would have been a hell of a lot easier on me and on the community of people I work with and on the rest of my team and just on everybody in general, okay? So stay away from the people who you have to drag through the process, who ask you 8 friggin' million questions when all they need to do is watch the training. Or, you know, I mean, the people who ask you 8 million questions, you'll end up noticing that they're asking you the same question over and over again too. And you're like, I just answered that for you. Like, are you even listening to me when I talk to you? Are you even reading the messages when I send them to you? These people are a pain in your ass and a pain in the ass of the community. Don't let them in. And then people who expect you to flash money around and show them your checks and show them your bank account, just steer clear of those 3 people, okay? Your business will thank you for it. Your community will thank you for it. Your team, the rest of your team that you're building, if you're building a team and you're doing recruiting or anything like that, will thank you for it too. So I hope you guys got some value out of this today. I hope I gave you some good info. Hope I've told you. I mean, like I said at the beginning of this, we're always talking about what we should be doing in our business and what's going to help us move forward. But you know, there's sometimes we have to talk about what we don't want to do in our business and don't want to do in our life. We wouldn't want to have people like this in our lives, like generally as friends or companions, right? So we certainly don't want to let them into our business if this is the kind of havoc they're going to wreak, right? So I love and appreciate all of you guys. I'm glad you all took the time to watch this go live today. I hope it gave you some value, and I will see you all on my next go live. So ciao for now.